Hello friends, welcome to Poonam Dua classes. Today we will cover a very prominent novel, the Forsyte Saga. This is not itself a single novel, it is the combination of three novels and two short novels or interludes, you can say. This is a very important work in the history of English literature written by very prominent British writer John Galsworthy. Let us continue to the video now and let us know about all the facts and all the possible MCQs that can be part of various competitive examinations from this topic. Let us continue to our video now. This saga chronicles the lives of three generations of a large upper middle class family at the turn of the century. And you may read more about Galsworthy, जो कि बहुत ही important poet हैं, Galsworthy and his other novels at the link given in description. Today we will purely talk about the Forsyte Saga. The Forsyte Saga, the first time it was published was in 1922 under this title. इस title से first time complete publish हुई थी and it is a series of three novels. तीन novels हैं इसमें 1, 2 and 3 and there are two interludes 1 and 2. So in total this becomes 5. First published under this title, Forsyte Saga in 1922, series of three novels, two interludes, published between 1906 to 1921. अलग-अलग parts में 1906 से लेकर 1921 तक publish हुई थी. You need to remember all these years and this in series, in chronological order. The first, Man of Property, then Indian Summer of a Forsyte, then In Chancery, then Awakening, then Too Late. Let us understand the story with the help of some characters and some places. The first character that we will get acquainted with is Soames Forsyte. In The Man of Property, Soames Forsyte is a successful solicitor, the nephew of old Joylin. इस person के ये nephew हैं and lives in London surrounded by his prosperous old uncles and their families, and he marries the very poor kind of penniless lady Irene. Irene के साथ वो शादी कर लेते हैं and builds a country house for her जिसका नाम है Robin Hills. Country house बनवाते हैं Irene के लिए, but Irene on the contrary falls in love with the architect जिसका नाम है Bossini. So Bossini is quite in love with Irene. Both love each other madly, and Soames come to know about it and rapes her. Bossini is devastated by this news of rape and is killed in a street accident, and Irene returns to Soames. Let me tell you about Bossini in a bit detail. Bossini के बारे में थोड़ी सी detail जानना जरूरी है. Bossini although returns the love of Irene wholeheartedly, but he is engaged to June Forsyte, who is the daughter of Soames' cousin, young Jolyon. Young Jolyon, जो कि Soames के एक cousin है, उनकी daughter है June Forsyte, जिससे Bossini already engaged हैं, but at present he is in love with Irene. Let us move to the next part, which is Interlude, Indian Summer of a Forsyte, 1918 में publish हुआ था. In a short interlude after the Man of Property. अब देखते हैं previous part का नाम Man of Property क्यों रखा गया था, क्योंकि Soames Irene को अपनी property consider करते थे. That is the reason previous part was given the name Man of Property और उसके बाद हमारा ये interlude follow होता है. Short interlude है. In the Man of Property, Galsworthy delves into the newfound friendship between Irene and old Jolyon. आइरीन और ओल्ड जॉलियन के बीच एक अच्छी खासी दोस्ती हो जाती है, जो कि जून के ग्रैंडफादर भी हैं. जून आपको याद होगा, मैंने बताया था आपको, यंग जॉलियन जो कि सॉम्स के कजिन हैं, ओल्ड जॉलियन के बेटे हैं, उनकी ही डॉटर है जून फॉर्सेट. तो बॉसिनी की डेथ के बाद आइरीन की दोस्ती ओल्ड जॉलियन के साथ बहुत अच्छी हो जाती है. दिस अटैचमेंट गिव्स ओल्ड जॉलियन काइंड ऑफ great pleasure, but exhausts his strength, and he leaves Irene money in his will with young Jolyon. वो अपने will में Irene के लिए कुछ पैसे छोड़कर जाते हैं, कुछ पैसे young Jolyon के लिए छोड़कर जाते हैं. Young Jolyon, his son, as trustee. In the end, old Jolyon dies under an ancient oak tree in the garden of Robin Hills. रॉबिन हिल्स में ही ये फैमिली शिफ्ट हो जाती है, वहीं के एक ट्री के नीचे ओल्ड जॉलियन की एक दिन डेथ हो जाती है। नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज इन चेंसरी, जो कि एक नॉवल है। आप लोगों को पूरी सीरीज याद रखनी है, विच वन इज नॉवल, विच वन इज एन इंटरल्यूड। इससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं। ओके, लेट अस प्रोसीड. In this part, Irene inherits pound 15,000 after old Jolion's death, and his son, young Jolion Forsyte, also gets some amount of money, who is Som's cousin as well. He is the one who manages Irene's finances. तो आइरीन और यंग जॉलिन के बीच काफी अच्छी फ्रेंडशिप हो जाती है. दे डेवलप अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड विद ईच अदर, एंड Soms enters and confronts young Jolien and Irene at Robin Hill, falsely accusing them of having an affair. Young Jolyon और आयरीन ने इस बारे में कभी सोचा नहीं था, लेकिन now their mind starts turning towards this kind of relationship. And whole this incident basically gives Soms also the evidence that he needs for divorce proceedings. And that confrontation basically sparks an eventual consummation between young Jolyon and Irene. अब इन दोनों के बीच में एक स्पार्क होता है, बेसिकली स्पार्क ऑफ अ न्यू relationship that they want to carry now. Irene and young Jolene are quite happy in their newfound relationship, and by this time his son, young Jolene's son, Jolly, dies in the South African War. And that was the time जब इन दोनों को ही एक दूसरे के सपोर्ट की बहुत अच्छी जरूरत थी, आयरीन और यंग जॉलिन को. सॉम्स भी शादी कर लेते हैं गर्ल के साथ, उसका हम मेंशन बाद में करेंगे. The consummation between young Jolyon and Irene leading to their marriage once the divorce is final, and it leads to the birth of son Jolyon, जिसको वो प्यार से जॉन कहते हैं, Jolyon John Forsyte. Soms, in the meanwhile, gets married to Annette, who is the daughter of a French restaurant owner. With his new wife, he has only child, a daughter named Fleur Forsyte. ये जो नेक्स्ट पार्ट है, ये एक शॉर्ट इंटरल्यूड है जो कि 1920 में पब्लिश हुआ था. अ शॉर्ट टेल ऑफ द बॉयहुड ऑफ आयरीन एंड जॉलियन सन जॉन, जिसको प्यार से वो जॉन कहते हैं. The subject of the second interlude is the very innocent and exuberant lifestyle of 8-year-old John. He loves and is loved by his parents. He has an idyllic youth, and his every desire is fulfilled by the parents. This work has been selected by the scholars as being culturally important and is part of the knowledge base of civilization as we know it. Civilization of that time. This short story is an absolute charmer, I must say. It is a beautiful interlude within the larger story, and an even more beautiful glimpse into those enchanted days of early childhood. Simply gorgeous, I must say. This is the fifth part and concluding novel Too Late, which was published in 1921. This novel concludes the Forsyte Saga. Second cousins Fleur and John fall in love with each other, ignorant of their parents' past troubles, past indiscretions, and all the misdeeds. And once these three people come to know about it, they forbid them to meet with each other. Irene and young Jolyon also feel that this girl Fleur is like her father, quite rude, quite possessive, and they feel that once John gets married to him, she will also be kind of possessive for him. And that is one more reason they do not want it. Young Jolyon को in the meanwhile पता चलता है कि उनका heart बहुत weak है and he will die very soon, and he writes a letter to John telling him about all the past relationship between Irene and Soms, how she first fell in love with Bossini, and how young Jolene and Irene got married. And he says कि if you get married to this girl Fleur, your mother will be alone because I'm also dying. While John reads the letter, John उस letter को पढ़ते हैं, and while he reads the letter, young Jolene actually dies because of the heart failure. And this person, John, is quite torn apart what to choose, to be with Fleur or to uh, act as per the wish of his recently deceased father. He ultimately takes a decision, rejects Fleur, breaks his heart, breaks her heart, and she gets married to this person, Michael Mont. In the meanwhile, Soms discovers that Annette is having an affair with a Frenchman as Irene once had. Maybe he also tried to possess Annette the same way he always tried to possess Irene. Now, Soms is separated from the only person whom he has truly loved, that is Fleur. She has got married to this person and they are separated. Irene also leaves for Canada, selling the house at Robin Hill. Soms and Irene briefly exchange glances at a distance. एक दूसरे को देखते हैं, अपने glances को exchange करते हैं, and a kind of peace is made between them, but Soms is left contemplating all that he never really had but tried to possess. The Forsyte Saga, this is considered to be a masterpiece written by John Galsworthy. John Galsworthy, a Nobel Prize winning author, chronicles the social power of the commercial upper middle class Forsyte family through three generations, beginning in Victorian London during 1880s and ending in the early 1920s. Many of the novel's characters exhibit the full range of emotions and feelings, including love, greed, hatred, passion, possession, jealousy, lust, truth, honesty, betrayal, and so forth. It is all there within the family. Or feminist viewpoint भी है, a woman is not subjugated to her husband upon marriage and he cannot thereafter have her whenever he wants. That theme has also been shown, that women is not the property of the husband. An extraordinary book of its time. In the next video, we will discuss some important MCQs from the life of Galsworthy as well as this particular series. You may join the classes to cover the topics in detail, and there is a link given in description where you can make query regarding admission. And please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel.